Hey guys, this is Brandon at the Edge Pro, and here we're going to do an unboxing and a little bit of a review on a new clipper that we just got in not too long ago called the Fusion. It's from Wall and Lister, and this clipper is a replacement of a clipper you guys might be familiar with, the Laser 2. It was kind of getting into right before you get into the shearing machines, where you have the machine and the cable-driven handpiece. The Laser 2 was kind of the top of the line as far as quality goes in that. Well, they've done away with that and they've come out with this clipper. I took a little sneak peek at it earlier. I'm really excited to share about it with you guys. So we're going to go through this box, see everything that comes with it, talk about the clipper, and see if this might be the right tool for you. So everything, it comes in a really nice, comfortable box to hold on to. I was really excited about that. Sometimes the boxes are kind of chintzy and you can't really use much of it because everything has to be, the cord has to be in their exact spot, and every tool has to be right where it needs to be. I think this one gives us a little bit more versatility with those things. This clipper comes in red or blue, and it also will come in a shearing head or a clipping head. So shearing head's going to be used for like your llamas, alpaca, sheep, animals that have the lanolin that you have to get down underneath. And then your clipping is going to be used for cattle, sheep, or cattle, horses. You will see it for sheep when we're getting into slick shear season. So let's get into looking what's into this box. That's kind of what they have to offer with this tool. We have a red one and it's the clipping head, so that's what we're going to talk about today. And then maybe in the future, if I get one of the shearing heads in, we can do a quick add-on video or something. We'll talk about that a little bit. All right, so now we're going to open it up here. Let's see what they gave us inside the box here. So everything's laid out nice and neat in here. The instructions, always great to read these. I'll be honest, I learn and am reminded of things every time I do read the instructions. So I always recommend that, even if you've been clipping for a long time, just take a look at it. It doesn't hurt. At the same time, I'm kind of a nerd with that, and one of my favorite things to do is read instructions of different things. So anyways, that's enough about me. Little brush, they're known for having that brush in there, so they still have that. We've got a whole bottle of oil, which is really great. A lot of companies have gotten away from giving you a whole bottle, so that's really cool. They're doing that. A little pack of grease over here as well. Those are good to good to have, as there is a little bit of maintenance that we need to do on these. Something they switched up is you get a full screwdriver with this clipper versus the it used to be kind of like a octagon shape with a couple different screw bits coming out of it. This one you get a screwdriver with just looks like a number 1 Phillips, which is what you'll need for getting into this clipper and doing different maintenance on it. So there's what comes in the package. Here's the clipper sitting here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of here, and we're gonna get the box out of our way. Here's what I was talking about as far as having a little more room. Some of the other cases, it's all plastic molded in here. Here we have quite a bit more room, and if you were to go in and cut out some of this stuff, you could have a lot more room to put maybe a few blades in there with it or something along those lines. So just from the get-go, I like the packaging a little bit better. So here's the clipper that we have here. On the box, it tells us a little bit about it. It has 2 speeds, and so it clicks up into 2 different speeds here. 16-foot cord, so you should be able to get most of the way around whatever it is you're clipping. We have a retention knob, which is a little bit different design than what we've seen on other Lister clippers. It takes the same blades that our other Lister clippers, like the Lister Star and the Legend, take. So your investment that you've already made in your blades doesn't have to be lost in upgrading into this tool. One of the things that I would say is the negative for me is they say that this clipper is lightweight on the box. I would say this clipper is pretty heavy. The good thing is it's very thin, or it's pretty small around. It's got a thin neck to it, if you will. So it's still comfortable in my hand, but there is a decent amount of weight up here. I would say probably getting near 5 pounds. But I looked earlier, and this thing has a huge motor in it. You're not going to run into issues with this clipper not getting through whatever you need to get through. Very huge, very durable motor. Super beefy circuit board to run everything going on back in here. This clipper does not have a reset button like they have had in the past. So that, I thought that was an interesting feature for them to not have. But I'm pretty sure that's because this motor is gonna go through anything that you're gonna need it to go through, versus clippers in the past. They've worked on keeping things a little bit more compact to be able to bring the price down more as well. And in order to save those more expensive components, they have that reset button that'll trigger from time to time after the clipper's been sitting, or if our tension gets too high on that. As far as repair on this tool, pretty straightforward. There is a little bit different than what we've seen before, but you have 2, 4, and 6 screws right there, and then there's 2 screws here and 2 up underneath here under the blade, and that's going to take apart basically your 2 housing pieces. There is something tricky with, once you take this tension knob off, there's actually a piece that this tension knob's sitting on top of, and under there, that is what screws this piece right around here that's more rectangular is actually a separate component from this. And so this one's metal, or a casting, and once you take that nut that's underneath here off, then it comes off. It took me a few minutes to find that one, but I'll be honest, I didn't read the instructions before I started taking it apart, and typically they have schematics and different things like that in the instructions so that you can maintain your tools for you. You're also more than welcome to use your sharpener repairman, and we would like to be that for you as well if needed. But that's a quick overview on this tool. Overall, I am super excited about this. This is going to be pretty easy to recommend for a lot of my customers, and really getting them up into a more professional tool. If you have someone that's new, maybe into 4-H, and is not sure if they're going to be wanting to get into clipping, but they're still kind of getting around with it, I wouldn't go straight to this tool as a recommendation, as it's going to be a little bit more industrial. But you have someone that's doing this kind of work all day long, is looking for a good, reliable clipper, I think this is going to be an easy recommendation for them. So you can plan on us having it in stock, having it on our website. We'd love to talk with you more about it if you think it might be the right tool for you or your customer. And hopefully we'll be shipping these out to you in the very near future. Hope this has been helpful for you to get a kind of an overview of this new tool. Please leave us any comments, any questions that you have on it. We'd love to answer those, and I'm sure I've left out some kind of information in my quick overview of this. So I want to make sure we don't miss anything there. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our page. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Thanks.